Tonight, I told you earlier today, we're going to talk with Avion Gross from Mansfield Senior High School. And I watched him when he was a freshman. I think there must be 500 Grosses over in Mansfield playing football because every year they have one. It's quite a community. And they also have a very good friend of mine as a head football coach, Choky Bradley. Avion, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Just chilling today.
No school, right?
Yes, sir. No
That's
school.
good.
I'm happy about that.
Well, tell me, real quickly, you're not playing basketball? You're getting ready for track, right? Now you
Yes,
also
sir.
are working out for football, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how much
Yep.
do you look like you've gotten bigger and thicker since I've known you. How tall are you now?
I'm about 6 foot and I weigh like 185.
Yeah. You're 6 foot on when you jump sometimes, but you're a tough 5'11", right? Okay. And I know you're tough. Tell me, talking about toughness, who has influenced you athletically to be tough?
Angelo for sure, my brother. We kind of he let me know to always keep pushing, keep fighting. And he never let me play down. He always pushed me up to my potential.
Right. I mean, I even saw you guys playing. I could see that then, I think. Well, tell me, who has influenced you as a person then?
As a person, I'd say my grandfather. He's passed, but yeah, my grandfather.
He's had a good influence on you.
Yes, sir.
And make you toe the mark a little bit. That's pretty good. That's really good. Tell me, when you're bored, what do you do?
I mainly play the game, and if I'm feeling like I didn't get any work in, I'd probably go work out, lift some weights or something.
Okay. Any favorite athletes? Pro college?
Nah, not now. Not right now.
Okay. That's no problem at all. You doing your own thing, right?
Yes, sir.
That's really good. Oh, you've learned something. What are words that you live by? What are words that you live? What drives you? What makes you? I mean,
being humbled, and being respectful,
really?
And earning the respect back.
That's really good. And get that respect from somebody else too. Sometimes I don't think we do enough of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we show young people enough respect, but that's what I think anyway. Okay, what bugs you the most when you're playing? What kind of annoys you?
When someone gives up, when they stop fighting, when they think they already lost and the game's not over.
That's really good. And you have to pick them up. Does that apply to leadership then?
Yes, sir. Of course it does.
So is leadership pretty important to you?
Yes, sir. Because I feel like a lot of freshmen, a lot of underclassmen coming into football, I think they look up to me a lot.
That's really good. And yeah, that puts a little pressure on you then. That'll put a little pressure. Okay. What's your biggest strength as a football player?
I'd say being able to read coverages or tackling.
And read coverages?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's something that you have to work on? Not necessarily a weakness, but something that you really have to work on.
Pushing myself while also pushing others, I'd say.
Okay. You have to get better at that and encouraging at that, you mean? Okay.
Yep.
That's really good. What's the hardest thing about football? What's the
hardest thing about football? Yeah. I'd say, I'd say probably, I'd say probably kids giving up on themselves.
Okay.
They're not having the mental toughness.
Yeah, that's really good. And you guys have gone through a streak over in Mansfield, where that doesn't, there are a lot of guys that are pretty tough over there. You must throw in, you were runners up in the state 2 years ago, right? And I saw the game, and you guys played awfully hard that whole stretch in the playoffs. You played with about I want to say all of your ability, but all of your intensity, because you're really tough. I was proud of the Tigers. Okay. What do you do for fun?
For fun? Play
Don't
the game.
tell me lift weights now, man.
Nah.
You ain't gonna tell me that now. Okay.
Nah, I just mainly play the games, really. Play the game and sleep.
Okay. How's school going? Is the library a stranger to you, or do you enjoy school somewhat, or what?
50-50. I would say the library is a stranger, but I would say it's my best friend.
Okay, that's good, man. Good answer. But you'll find out next year or 2 years, you want to be getting familiar with the library, what I'm saying. Okay, let's talk about recruiting just a minute. You're going to Pitt, right?
Yes, sir.
What made Pitt attractive to you?
Okay, I'm gonna just start naming things. So first, they were my first offer.
Okay.
Second, the head coach got in touch with me really fast, and we kind of built a great relationship. And they're number one in what I want to major in, physical therapy. So that took a big part out of it too.
Good. That's really good. With thinking along those lines, what advice would you give to a freshman at senior? What advice would you give to him? You're working out this year. What are you going to tell him? What do you tell freshmen?
Come in with the positive mindset, be ready to work, and stay on your grades.
Okay. And never give up.
Yes, sir.
A lot of times freshmen get tired or want to give up. And you started as a freshman, didn't you? Or played a lot?
I started.
Okay, because I remember that. Your favorite position's probably you're going to be an inside DB, I would guess. Probably a strong safety type guy.
Yes, sir. Hopefully. You
play downhill pretty well. And of course, I think you played both sides of the ball too, didn't you? You played some receiver.
Not my freshman year.
No, I mean later.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. And you played with your brother your freshman year, I think, too, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to strain my brain here to remember that. But, okay, what would you tell, without going into a lot of detail, what advice would you give to a recruit right now? Because you've kind of been through it. What advice would you give to a football recruit, a prospect, a Division I guy? What would you tell him?
I'd say have an open mind. And expect the unexpected, really.
That's kind of good, because that happens, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Unexpected, I think. Okay, let me see if I can finish up here. So who would you like to trade places with for just one day?
For just one day?
One day, anybody. Huh?
That's a hard one. Never really thought about that. Let's see.
I'll tell you, guys have said a pro football player, a college player, an athlete, president of the United States. What would you say?
That's what I was leaning towards. Probably Odell Beckham, man. I don't know.
Okay, well, you're good. You're honest. I threw you a curveball. I can't make them all easy questions. And I'm the best at this now. See, I don't ask you those silly questions like, what did the coach say? Oh, the recruiting guys say. You know what they say. They're all car salesmen. Well, I appreciate your time. I appreciate talking to you. And I'm prejudiced to Mansfield Senior now, because I really think Chokey does a good job, and I get over there every year. So I appreciate your help. I appreciate you being on, and talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.